Joining us now from London is Chatham House's Yossi Mekelberg. Hello to you, Yossi. Another clip from Josep Borrell there. He said Lebanon is on the brink of collapse. But the question is, will his visit change anything?
Good afternoon. I think it's important that we see diplomatic efforts take place 7 days a week. I think that's all what we can expect. And I think in the case of Lebanon, unlike Gaza, for instance, Europe has more influence because of history. So I think it's important that Mr. Borrell is there, emphasizing the need for a ceasefire and to reach an agreement, also supporting the negotiated deal on the table by the United States. So I think as long as these diplomatic efforts are continuing, bear in mind, as we saw just in the picture a few seconds ago, today Hezbollah launched 150 missiles and rockets on Israel. Israel is bombing inside Lebanon, so it must come with a sense of urgency.
Yeah, and this U.S. proposal based on the re-implementation of UN resolution that ended the 2006 Lebanon war fought between Israel and Hezbollah. On Tuesday, we heard the U.S. Special Envoy say the ceasefire was within reach. Does it feel like we're that close?
Parameters of the agreement are well known. At the end of the day, there is no much border dispute between Lebanon and Israel. You need a political will on both sides. And also the ability, because you always ask yourself in the case of Lebanon, who is in a position to sign an agreement, because it should be the government. And we see that the negotiations are with the other Shiite faction led by Nabil Berri, while the Hezbollah is obviously the power behind what's happening in Lebanon. So setting the border clear and ensuring that between the Litani River and the border, the political border between Israel and Lebanon, there are no Hezbollah forces, that is known for both sides, and as long as this can be implemented, then I think that it's within reach.
And if that were implemented, who would be enforcing it?
I think this is for the Lebanese army, the Lebanese government, and international forces. That's exactly where it's failed. The peacekeeping operation UNIFIL failed to do that, as the Lebanese government. I think Israel insistent in the negotiation that it will allow room to operate is redundant. Obviously, if the agreement, if the deal is not fulfilled by the Hezbollah side, then Israel will take action. The most important is to reach this agreement and to create mechanism, international and Lebanese one, and coordination with Israel that ensure that this time it works.
Yeah, and in case there isn't a ceasefire, what happens next? Do you think we'll see escalation?
I think that, and this is the similarity with Gaza, assuming that using more and more force and increasing that will defeat the other side just as the most of the Hezbollah leadership has been eliminated. Israel keep finding targets, and Hezbollah can still fire 150 rockets, and the north of Israel is still empty. So we can continue if there is no deal, probably months and months over that this kind of hostilities continue.
Yeah, and either way, we doubt there will be a solution immediately. Now, this is Josep Borrell's last visit to Lebanon as the EU's foreign policy chief. During his tenure, he repeatedly criticized Israel's war in Gaza. Borrell's going to be replaced by Estonia's former Prime Minister, Kaja Kallas. Any idea where she stands on this issue?
On the Gaza issue, no doubt Mr. Borrell was way more outspoken and with good reason. But I think we shouldn't confuse what happened in Lebanon, what happened in Gaza. At the end of the day, it was a decision by Hezbollah to join in on the 8th of October. And since then, more than a year, to keep launching rockets and missiles at Israel. So I think that it's different, and also in Lebanon there is a government to negotiate with. There is a peacekeeping operation. So I think Borrell understand that the difference between the two theaters, and the most important thing I think at this point, not necessarily Hezbollah anymore, links between a ceasefire in Gaza and what happens in Lebanon.
Yeah, two distinct issues there. Yossi, thank you very much. Yossi Mekelberg speaking to us from London. Thank you.
Thank you.